Hi, welcome back to our channel. Only parents with very naughty children can relate to this. They say having kids is a blessing, but they could also create nightmares like this. So it's best to be equipped with DIY skills to help cope with the stress that comes along with the little devils. And this will also save you a lot of money. The first thing that you will need to repair your wall will be a plaster repair panel. You will also need some screws, a roll of plasterboard joint tape, a box cutter, a handy screwdriver, a measuring tape, sandpaper with 120 grit, a sanding block, filler blades, a dust mask, and lastly, our secret weapon, the J-Proc pre-mixed cornice cement. I have tried so many fillers before, but this is by far the best one. It's so easy to apply and sand, but when it sets, it's as hard as a rock. Now let's begin. The first step is to measure the rough dimension of the hole. Then cut out the plasterboard. Place the cutout over the hole and then draw an outline. And now it's time to put on your face mask. Start cutting along the lines. Now, it's time to check if your plasterboard cutout fits the wall. The next step is to create a back support. It needs to be less than half the width of the hole and about 1 to 2 inches longer. Now, you need to pre-install the screws. You need to be very careful with this to avoid breaking up the plaster within the board. Insert your back support. I would like to highlight the mistake that I did here. Now watch.
Well, that's just great.
My screw just went through and through. I should have checked that the plaster behind the board was still solid. Obviously, I did not. At this point, I was pretty annoyed after all the hard work. So this time, I made sure that I was working on a solid wall. I had to make the hole bigger for this to happen. I had to go through the whole process of cutting the plasterboard again. Only this time, it's bigger and longer. Let's try this one more time without any surprises. Pre-install the screw, and remember, make sure to support the back. This time I was very gentle and careful, and voila! And again, let's fit our cutout plasterboard. Then apply the plasterboard joining tape for additional support. And now for the fun part. This is when you will really need your mask. As you can see, the bottom part is still a little bit wet. It's mainly because it was a thick layer, so I had to let it dry for another half an hour before I applied the second layer. At this point, you can use a wider filler blade so you can have a smoother finish. You can also use a fan to make a drying process faster. It seems that 2 layers isn't enough because you can still see the mesh in the bottom, so a third layer would be appropriate. So in a nutshell, it only cost me less than $50 to turn this to this. And you can avoid paying for that very expensive handyman or woman. Well, I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you have questions, just type them in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.